And usually I finish a record and the next week I know exactly what I'm doing next, right? That's how it usually goes. That's why I've been able to come every year. But this time, it took me a while to figure out like what I wanted to say, what kind of music I wanted to make. And it was just a lot of experimenting. So we finally landed on it.
Yo, so way back when it's like 2011, I'm at my cousin's house, my boy Nick. Shout out Nick though. And I'm listening to like epic rap battles of history and shit. And he told me, yo, turn that whack shit off and play some Mac Miller. And I'm like, who the fuck is Mac Miller? He played me Donald Trump, and after that it was, well, you know how it is. Dear Mac, I miss you, man. Ever since the day you died, I've been swimming in these circles. This life is one hellish ride. Ups and downs like roller coasters. There's a man on top of the moon. I used to tell myself that I would see you soon. Used to reminisce about the dope shit that you used to kick. Will I fight like Icarus? Ignorance is bliss. When you have imagination, pens and papers, glowing aspiration. Young kid and he's dumb, but in the end his friends were always hating. The Heaven's Gate, I told you I'll be late. When you smell the roses, tell me it was fate. You see the cries and laughter, my life was a disaster. The ending of a chapter, this was my darkest hour. Wow, back inside the studio, the voices in my head are screaming hollification, the hole is deepening in my soul. I'm barely breathing as they're scheming from my downfall. Alterations to my future, Nike tags and cruisers almost made me lose it. With my original dissertation towards these other rappers that are in the game. Can't you tell it really racked my brain when you died? I just hope the angels cried when you saw the golden gate. Now I have to whip the coupe and give it what it takes. Holy night like a fig garland. These drugs were my medicine. Had to fight addiction through this music. It's just never ending therapy to rip the beat. Immortal tendencies, creative techniques, spiritually the epitome of calculated piracy. The soldiers combined just to try to fight my fortitude. Malcolm, let me not be rude. Hopefully I'll see you soon, but only in my dreams because this life is what I set to be. Spring was very melancholy, but these days I'm pretty happy. The Heaven's Gate, I told you I'll be late. When you smell the roses, tell me it was fate. You see the cries and laughter, my life was a disaster. The ending of a chapter, this was my darkest hour. So I call it Happy Days in the Melancholy Spring because after he died, I went back, listened to all of his music like it was going out of style, and realized to myself that one of my biggest inspirations in this game was him. And I always doubted that because people used to tell me it, but you know, as a rapper you don't want to hear that type of shit. You want to be unique and be creative. But I miss him a lot, and without him I wouldn't be here.
And what I'm always trying to do is make something that you start at the beginning and want to listen all the way through.